Hi everybody! I'm here today and I want to read over our Scholastic news with you. We are getting close to that holiday that we're celebrating in the month of November. Do you remember what holiday that was that we were looking forward to on our calendar? Do you see it right here? A turkey, right? For Thanksgiving. So we were talking about Thanksgiving coming up in the month of November, and we usually recognize Thanksgiving with a big turkey dinner, right? So our Scholastic News magazine this month has a turkey on the front, and it wants to tell us a little bit about turkeys. So I have the magazine on the board here, and we'll go over it together. If you picked up a packet from the school, yours is in there, and you can follow along with me. If not, you can just watch, and we'll read it together, okay? So here we go. Let me find the front cover. So here on the front cover, we see Clifford up here, right? And the title on the front is Gobble, Gobble, Wild Turkey. He's a big turkey, isn't he? And he's got his big feathers up here. And look at how colorful he is. His face. Okay, it says turkeys make a funny sound. Can you say gobble, gobble? Can you do that? So this was the front cover. We've got number 1 down here. This is where we started. Now we're going to open our booklet up, okay? I have it on the board. It's really big, if you can see, but I will zoom into each of the boxes. So we're going to start with box number 1. It's the color purple. So if you can find that, put your finger on number 1. We'll read over that box together, okay? A group of turkeys is a flock. Can you say flock? So when you have a big group together, they call that a flock of turkeys. Where do you see these turkeys at? It looks like they're out in a field, doesn't it? What does that make you think they might like to eat? Maybe some bugs or grain or grass, things that you would find out in that area, right? All right, why don't you find number 2 in your booklet? It's the color brown. Can you put your finger on number 2? It says baby turkeys hatch from eggs. Can you say hatch? So look at this little baby. It must have just come out of the egg. What do you notice about that baby turkey? Does it look like one of these adult turkeys yet? No, it looks a lot smaller, right? And it also feathers are pretty wet right now because he just came out of that egg. So he's going to dry off. He's going to have to have his parents feed him for a while because he'll be too little to do that on his own. All right, and what do you notice about these eggs? You notice their coloring? They look like they're spotted or speckled. All right, why don't you find number 3 and put your finger on it? What color is the number 3 box? You're right, it's red. I see a lot of red in this picture too if we look up at this turkey's face. Here is the turkey's wattle. Can you say wattle? This is pointing to it. Do you see the arrow? This is what we call a wattle on a turkey. It's coming from underneath his mouth, under his chin. It's a flap of skin underneath there called the wattle. All right, next we're looking for number 4, box number 4. It's yellow. Do you see it down here? Number 4. It says turkeys fly with their wings. Can you say wings? Look at their big wings. Turkeys are pretty big birds, so they'd have to have some pretty big wings to lift them off the ground. Look at how their feathers, you can see how all those individual feathers on their wings. And again, so many different colors. Let's find box number 5 now. Do you see box number 5? You can put your finger on it if you find it. It's the color green. Green. Boy turkeys are called toms. Can you say gobble, gobble, tom turkey? Say it with me. Gobble, gobble, tom turkey. So these must be boy turkeys because they have their big tail feathers, and it says only Toms have big tail feathers back here. So that means the girls don't get those big feathers in the back. And look at, you can see their big colorful faces again with that wattle underneath. And there's one more box on our page. It says, Move and Learn with Clifford and Emily Elizabeth. They want us to do a little song and dance. So I'm going to sing the song. You might recognize the tune. It's the Hokey Pokey. I think we've done this one before in class. So I'm going to put my camera down and I will sing and dance along with you. But you have to promise to do it with me at home, okay? All right. It says, you put your wings in, you put your wings out, you put your wings in, and you flap them all about. You do the gobble wobble and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your waddle, remember the waddle was this part. You put your waddle in, you put your waddle out, you put your waddle in, and you flap it all about. You do the gobble wobble and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Ready? You put your tail feathers, remember the tail feathers were the big feathers that the boys had. You put your tail feathers in, you put your tail feathers out, you put your tail feathers in, and you shake them all about. You do the gobble wobble and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. All right. That was pretty fun. You can do that at home and maybe get your parents to do it with you, huh? Or a brother or sister if you have a brother or sister at home. All right, we have one more page to do. If you flip to the back cover of your book, after we got done learning so much about those turkeys, we have the back of our book, and they want us to do a little coloring. Okay, up at the top we see they have 4 crayons. We have purple with the letter P because purple starts with P, purple. And then we have red crayon. Red starts with letter R, red. And then we have a yellow crayon. Yellow starts with the letter Y, yellow. And then we have a brown crayon. Brown starts with letter B, brown. So when we look at this turkey, his tail feathers aren't colored yet, are they? They're all white. So they want us to color them. All they did was put a letter in the feather, and the letter is going to tell us what color they want us to color it. So if I look over here, I see the letter P, and P is purple. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this. It won't be very neat and tidy, but so I'm going to get my purple crayon and I'm going to color my purple feather, okay? You guys can take much more time and do a neater, nicer job on yours, okay? And then I'm going to look and see if I see any other letter P's that need to be purple. What do you think? I see one more up here, so I'm going to color this one purple too. Okay? And then I'm going to find my red crayon. I got my red crayon. And red is letter R, so I'm going to look and see if I see any letter R's that need to be red. Do you see any R's? Looks like one right here. I'm going to color that one red. Do you see another one? Yep, right here, letter R is red, so I'm going to color this one too. Okay, then what's the next color that we're going to do? Looks like yellow, and yellow is the letter Y. So I'm going to look for any Y's on his feathers. Yep, I spotted one here. Good job. I'm going to color that one yellow. I think there's one more. Here it is. So I'm going to color that one yellow also. And then it looks like we have one more color. It's the color brown. Brown starts with letter B. So I'm looking for those B's and I'm going to color those brown. Here's one. All the way down there. And then I have one more spot. Is that a B? Yep, that's a B too. So that one's going to be brown as well. Okay, so look at there. Now I've colored my turkey and given him some colorful feathers, just like these big turkeys over here that we saw. Right? How colorful these birds are. And this one over here again on our cover. So colorful. So that was just a fun activity talking about turkeys as we get ready for our Thanksgiving holiday. So maybe you are planning some special Thanksgiving plans with your family and having a big dinner. What other things might you have at your Thanksgiving dinner? We like to have mashed potatoes usually, or sweet potatoes. Have you had those before? With our turkey and some gravy, maybe some sweet corn, maybe some cranberries. Some people like cranberries. Have you had those before? Green bean casserole, maybe? These are just some popular items that people have at their Thanksgiving dinners. But maybe you do something else. Maybe you have a different traditional dinner. Pumpkin pie is always a favorite too. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. And remember, Thanksgiving is a time that we're thinking about something we're thankful for. Remember our big sign up there on top of the board? Thankful. Thankful is something that we give thanks for, something we can say thank you for that we have in our life. And I am thankful for my preschool class. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.